Okay, this is 7078 Primentel. Place is 5 bed, 3 bath, 2,300 square feet, maybe 23, 27, something like that. This is an area known as Alga Hills. You can see it's like a much more kind of like, what do you want to call it, man? Tropical setting, like palm trees, and it's a great community. This is definitely a step up in neighborhood from Hazelnut, where we just were before. You got no neighbors on this side of the street, which is good. And you'll see there's more updating that needs to be done in this house. But the other good thing is you already have a tenant at paying $3,400, which is slightly under market. But maybe an under market tenant is better than doing the updates and kicking them out. But maybe you want to do the updates, because the updating you can do and then deduct that. Right. Okay, so right there, as you see, it's a 2-car garage. Probably going to want to replace those garage doors. I mean, everybody has them in this neighborhood, but that's an older style, so you can update those. And you're going to see things in here haven't been updated as much. So I just want you to be careful not to be wowed by the shininess of the other place compared to this place, because the value is in the dirt, and we all know that, on the lot that it's on. And this is much more valuable area of town than the last place we looked at. But the other house shows better for sure. I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other. I'm just kind of like, if it were me, this is probably the one for me, is this one. Put a little bit of work into it. So you walk in the front door, and you got this the living room here. It doesn't look like much paint needs to be done. I don't love that color, but it's pretty close to what we usually use, like a beige. That's more of a lemon or something like that. It's a little bit more yellow than stuff we usually use. Now this carpet, I don't love it, and that's probably something I would change out the carpet into flooring here, but you don't have to. I'm gonna say to do all the flooring in this house is probably 10 grand, give or take, 10 to 12 grand if you put in some like the vinyl planking I was talking about before. This carpet works. It just doesn't look very, very contemporary. Okay. I'll go out here to the through the kitchen, and you can see they've done a lot of nice work with the cabinetry. The countertops are tile. They're an updated tile, but it's not a beautiful tile. So that would be, if you were going to do something, you might want to, and you can see there's been some cracking here. So for sure, in this place, I would do the cabinets would need a little bit of touching up. That's an easy one, and you can either leave them brown like that and just recondition them, or you can paint them. I'm partial to white. Maybe that's just because that's what I see a lot of right now. So you put a white quartz on there and white paint on the cabinets with the same hardware that's on them, and you're cooking with gas. I mean, that what do you call these things? Whatever you call that backsplash tile right there. That's kind of horrendous. So definitely an upgrade in the kitchen. You'd want to do here to maximize your rent. But again, you don't have to. You can rent it just like it is, and you got a tenant at the slightly below what the market is for this neighborhood. Okay. Stainless steel double oven. That looks double oven. So, and the cooktop is built in. All right. I'm just going to take you around here real quick. The living room. This is all hard surface over here. Tile, and yeah, let's go over through the backyard. Again, you got the backyard here. Small, well kept. Looks over the canyon here. So you got a private, you got the neighbors right next door, but you got a nice private view over the back way here. And the patio extends around here, and there is air conditioning in the house already. I didn't see the unit yet. Hoping to see it right there, and you can see the size of this bad boy compared to the one at the other house. So that thing's going to cool your house, no problem, and it definitely looks a lot newer. It's not brand new. It's a good one, and that thing's going to last a lot longer than that little thing we saw at the other place. Okay. So let's go through here. Again, I'm going to let him take care of the sliding door. And then you go in over here, and here you have the 1-bedroom downstairs that's being used as an office right now. It does have a closet. I pointed it out. You need to have a closet to consider it a bedroom. So that all looks good. And then the bathroom right next door. So as I told you, it's a full bath right there. It doesn't look like you need to do anything in here. Always better if you have a full bed and a full bath downstairs. Okay, so up the stairs we go. This stuff, the woodworking looks great. The carpet, you know, it's fine. You can. It's just not nice stuff, whatever they used in here in the very beginning, and it is worn on the stairs. So if you keep the same tenants, you know, you'll be fine. If you change tenants, then you're going to need to kind of, you know, figure out the flooring. So here's the master bedroom, huge. Same carpeting in here. All right, everything looks good. It's both, you can see on the sides here. There's your closet. There's your closet, and then you can see that the bathroom is a similar tile to what you had downstairs. Again, a little bit of crack there. Not that big a deal, but if you ever wanted to, you know, you saw the other place. They updated everything. And then you have, you know, these things we probably would just kind of touch up the cabinets. The tile could stay, but that's another thing that you could update if you wanted to. I'd probably keep it, but and then toilet in there. Let's just come back around through here. So that's the master, and there's one bedroom downstairs, and there's three up here, and one has a super cool little double secret hideaway, which I'll take you into in a second. So I'm just going to show you this one room real quick. There's somebody in there studying, but it's like there's not much to really see in here. It's just one of the bedrooms. Okay, and then another side bedroom up here. Okay, and there's window coverings on most of the windows, a small minor expense, but most of the windows have window coverings. And then this bedroom back here they're using as kind of a, it's kind of like super cool. There's a little alcove back there, so that's definitely, people are gonna like that. You got the room here, and then you have this small inset in here, which we sometimes refer to as a gimp room, and they got the bed in there. So it's actually quite cool. So I'm just going to kind of walk out and let these guys know that I'm taking off, and then I'll mention a few more things. I didn't come into this bathroom, so the bathroom here, you want to put shower doors. They've upgraded that shower stall. We want to put doors in there because we don't like the curtains. I think I mentioned that before. You don't want to get water seeping in over there, so you want to get a shower door there. That's, I don't know, $350 to $500. And then they have wood countertops in here. Looks pretty cool. Don't see that a lot. All right, these things you want to paint up these cabinets. Again, just minor stuff. Okay, so yeah, main things in here are going to be the flooring. Figure out if you want to update that or not, or just leave it as is. It all depends on the situation. We're going to have to chat about this one. I didn't take you into the laundry room, but right here's the laundry room. Washer and dryer right there. And I'm not even going to bother going. Well, let's go out to the garage real quick. Yeah, because I always try to take a look at the furnace and water heater, as I told you. That's not there. Where is it? Oh, the water heater's over here. Okay, and that looks like it's in good shape. And I don't know where the furnace is. It must be through here. They have a wall built here in this garage. That goes to the outside. Huh. Sorry about that. Make sure that's locked. Furnace must be inside somewhere, but I would imagine that the furnace and the AC kind of went around the same time. So let me figure out where that furnace is at some point after I'm done, and I'll tell you where it is. But overall, looks good as far as what we're looking at. Otherwise, you know, the house, other place, better condition because it's got the bells and whistles, but bells and whistles are what commands a higher price. The dirt is what commands it here, and overall, you know, depending on your outlook for expenses, I think this is your better overall long-term play. Be in touch.